Can't Stop Collective back with another video for you guys and girls. As always, I'm Cody.
I'm Cornell.
What the fuck? This week we're gonna be making something different because in Japan they're celebrating something called Golden Week.
Fucking selfish.
It's been going on longer than we've been alive, right? But anyway, they celebrating something called Golden Week. And it's just a week-long celebration. Couldn't tell you what. I probably should brush up on that. But all our favorite manga, anime, just everything just takes a big old halt. Just put that on the back burner. And the one thing I'm really glad about is that hopefully Oda, the guy that makes Hunter x Hunter, all these beautiful people get to have their well-deserved rest and relaxation.
Fortunately, this gives us a chance to make a discussion video.
And wild accusations of things that come in the future.
Because we have nothing better to do at the time.
So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be just discussing our wants and just things we really want to see and
a few dislikes.
All the upcoming events of One Piece that we're looking forward to and also not looking forward to.
At all.
We're just going to start off with where we left off in the last One Piece chapter and just where we're at in the storyline. We are smack dab in the middle of the Four Emperor arc, and I've noticed that pretty much every team that they've made up that went their separate ways to go do something, it all pretty much directly correlates to each one of the Yonkos. Luffy's going to Big Mom's. Neko Mamushi's going look for Marco, which I think is probably, in Shanks area. Zoro's team is going to the Wano country, which is directly under Kaido's control. Really, what I'm looking forward to is, I love Sanji. He's one of my favorite characters. I just feel like they're not going to be coming out of this arc with all W's. There's going to be some L's taken in this shit. And I don't know, I'm just really looking forward to see what's going to happen. And I mean, they're all split up. They're all in their different factions. And it's just going to be just so interesting to watch.
I would like to talk about Luffy's progression in the story so far. And Cody obviously has his gripes. Just certain things that need to be explained, such as his fire attacks. The will of D or the will of Ace is just not an explanation as far as mechanics. Because when he does something else, like Gear 4, you blew air into his muscles as opposed into blowing air into his bones for Gear 3. And, they explained that there was mechanics, and we understood it. Fire on his fist, no, nothing.
I just feel like this entire arc, genuinely, I really, really, really feel like the only two missteps that they really take in the last Dressrosa arc was they should have shown Luffy's mastery of the second and third gears that he had already, and possibly a slight, not a mastery, but him really getting down pat just his hockey armament. Because the only time he's ever really used the second and third gear at the same time is when he fought against Gecko Mariah and he did the Fusen. He went up into a balloon and then he gear second shot up into his chest, which is cool. It's fucking dope, dude. Why would you not obviously want to see, a full, Grizzly Magnum, right? Why would you not just try and gear 2 with the Grizzly Magnum? Why would you not try and do a rifle with a hockey? And, there's just such different combinations you could have seen throughout, and I really wish this arc would have just been that, just showing us his slight mastery over his skills that he's been having for over 2 years now, Okay, so our next point is what the hell is going to happen with Sanji. Like I said earlier, I really don't think this arc is going to be all wins, man. Somebody's going to come out with some L's, dude. I mean, you're going up against Yonko. It's not going to be like, hey, go inside, beat the bad guy, win the day. Great. No, dude.
My first predicted L is that the picture that they showed him of pudding is not what pudding looks like.
Apparently, they already know that character, and they're saying that's a girl with 3 eyes.
Yeah, if it's the 3-eyed chick, fine. That's weird as fuck still.
But what's her thing? I should look it up.
I just think like probably some psychic. You know, old girl from Just Rosa had a psychic ability, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it was clairvoyance, which at the same time, that's probably. I'm starting to really look at characters and wonder if they have some kind of awakening to it after we saw Doflamingo. Because, yeah, you have clairvoyance. When do your tears start becoming giant iron whales, bro? I would say that's an awakened power. But
who did that?
The same girl, dude.
Really?
Yeah, she did like that, and big old tear whales came out, but then they like solidified like black hockey and like crashed on. It happened. It happened.
I just figured the clairvoyance thing was hockey. Was observation
hockey. No, that was like her fruit power, I think. Really? Unless we just have people that are clairvoyant. I don't know.
I mean, because people got different forms of the hockey.
Yeah. When it comes to explaining hockey, like the awesome Smoker versus Virgo fight, I fucking love Virgo. I like good bad guys. I like bad guys that do shit, that get shit done. Not like I plan on doing stuff and I'm nefarious and oh you beat me. You know what I mean? I like good bad guys. Virgo is so awesome to hate, and I love that dude. Like, you gotta have a good antagonist. Their fight, Smoker had black hockey, and Virgo had some old purple ass hockey, dog. So it's like they have different forms of it, and Virgo specifically said like, your hockey is shit, dude. You need to I'm way better at this. And I mean, that's the same guy that fucking put a crack in Sanji's leg bone and shit. So like, yeah, mad respect to Virgo, dude. He's good as shit. So yeah, there are definitely different and better. I feel like just the whole world of One Piece, certain things outmatch certain things. Certain fruit, even if it's like the best around, can be outmatched by a different type of fruit. They've been saying that since the beginning.
Next thing we want to move on is to Kuzan and the fact that he's working with Blackbeard, or they tell us that he's working with Blackbeard.
Associated.
He wasn't a fan of how things was done during the war.
Yeah, he didn't like the Marines. He was openly against it.
And so I just feel like after leaving, joining Blackbeard's crew wouldn't be the right decision unless Blackbeard has a hidden mission that we don't know about.
Did he join it, or is Blackbeard so fucking OP where it's like, look, I'm gonna stab you with this knife, or you're gonna fucking join me? And he was like, shit, So there's just nothing but mystery surrounding that, which leads me to my next point. I don't give a shit about Powers. I don't give a shit about his crew. I literally just want to see what Blackbeard looks like now, dude. I feel like when he finally gets revealed, it's gonna be humongous, man. He's probably gonna be not like crazy ripped, but like he's not gonna be the same fat hairy dude we once knew. And because in Power's he been putting them things to use, man. The dude's been doing work since the time skip.
Extra minimal, extra work. Extra.
Ain't nothing minimal about what the boy can do, man.
Extra, read all about it. Yeah, man, he could be muscular, he could be skinny, he could still be fat. Definitely his beard has changed at least.
His look's gonna be weird. I mean, think about it. Not only...
His teeth still fucked up.
He might have some gold, son. But not only has his powers changed since the time skip, but his position in it, and his position's changed much more after the time skip. He's even his crewmates were like, you better fucking call this dude Admiral or whatever, right? Instead of just Captain. So they're pretty serious about that stuff, man.
Yeah, so definitely we're looking forward to seeing what Blackbeard is looking like.
Straight hype. And like
2 years you had the chance to change. If you didn't change, it's your own fault.
I'm so hyped for the next crew member. I really am. I thought it was gonna be so lame at first, but now that we have potentially Carrot, which is the little bunny mink, as the next crew member, it's gonna be, man, I thought about it all night.
It could have turned out really bad, because
bad.
it could have been anybody from Just Rosa.
Rebecca, dog. Nobody wanted Rebecca, son.
Could've
the
been.
only redeeming quality of Rebecca is if she would have got a fucking dope ass fruit. Which pretty much, I mean, thinking about it, you could probably make anybody at least likable if they have a cool
What a dope fruit.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it was hype as shit that Sabo came back and he's super strong, and then they gave him the fire fruit. Like, yeah, dude.
Everybody loves Sabo.
Everybody loves Sabo.
He's like, I know they do character pose. If you're not #1 in the next one, there's something wrong.
So, I just think it's a perfect blend of what they need and what I want, because I think we need another female. There's way too many, not too many, but we have enough guys. We have enough guys. 2 of them are perverts. Brooke's always asking about panties, and Sanjay's always just hitting on bitches and shit. And the other ones, don't care. It'd be really cute if Chopper wound up being kind of interested, because it's a mink, like it's just another animal, a fucking cute animal. Carrot is adorable. Carrot hasn't seen much of the world whatsoever, and I think that's a very interesting dynamic. Because as much as Luffy likes adventuring, Carrot's gonna be fascinated by what they find. She didn't even know the world was that big. She packed a day's worth of lunch for like a few weeks of expedition. So yeah, she's just brand new, but she's no chump, dude. The second they got to Zoro tried to swipe at her and she just got the fuck out of the way. She probably has good animal instincts. Speaking of people joining the crew, Cornell was also talking to me about the poneglyphs, which a rain check crew member Jinbei has now.
Lord knows what that poneglyph was saying. What it was saying? How many are left?
And he just found it. He was just like, there.
And how many has Robin found so far? Like, we would have to go back and look. But does the information connect in any way yet? How many more does she have to find? I mean, besides even the road poneglyphs that lead to One Piece or that lead to Raftail. We definitely want to know that mystery history that rhymes.
Hey.
Mystery history. That's what we're calling our mystery history. We even found that Wano country is involved with making the poneglyphs.
Bruh, think about it. As much as we know about One Piece, there's such a chunk missing that our life can get turned upside down.
I'm unsure about everything.
Like, that's really, we need to prepare ourselves, because that's gonna fucking devastate us, I promise you.
Kaido's power.
People theorizing online that it's Kaido the Beast, right? And I did see a side-by-side image of Kaido and an Oni. So people think he might be some kind of Oni devil fruit user, because that big old club that he uses and all the garbs that he wears, it's the same. It's very reminiscent of the same thing. I am totally okay with it being pretty much anything. What I think would be amazing if big old tough Kaido had like the softest little
fucking duck
babyest, like the dumbest little kid looking fruit, but he's just like twice as strong, man. I think that'd be really funny. But
quack real loud.
He can't die. His part-time hobby is trying to see what can kill him.
He's a starfish.
He's fucking He's a seahorse, right? Oh man, yeah. That's gonna be real interesting. It's gonna be devastating. Like, how is anybody? I'm telling you, it has to be Blackbeard that steps in. I can't see any combination of any of the people we even teamed up with able to take on like one of the Yonko at a time.
Because if it's a devil fruit that makes him immortal, and Blackbeard has the power to negate devil fruit powers
and take them from people,
why would it not be Blackbeard?
It makes sense. It
also,
makes a lot of
sense. Also, if it's a devil fruit power, why would the sea stone work?
That's, oh my god, yeah. And hockey, just hockey in general. But at the same, man, I need to stay away and delve deeper into fan theories. Because them motherfuckers are smart. Right?
Y'all, you people that be on the forums and shit and Reddit and all that, talking about One Piece, y'all the real MVPs.
For real though.
We wouldn't even be able to make a channel without y'all.
I feel like we could just go into one of those nerds' houses and like roll up a clipboard, it's nothing but red yarn, connecting dots to shit, dog. Like, that doesn't even fucking make sense.
We will hire y'all for free because we
hire y'all for free. We'll ask for favors, you mean?
The Will of the Deep. That's something I expect at least a tad bit of information on by the end of 2017.
It was teased 17 or 16?
Whatever. I'll accept 16. I don't think we're going to get nothing in 16. But 2017, definitely.
It was very much teased by Sengoku, a retired Sengoku, when he was talking to Law. And that's all we got, man. That's actually, I think, the most anybody's ever talked about it. And that's all we got, just a big old tease, which is what Oda does best.
Doflamingo had so much information.
He ate the tease fruit. He's a tease man.
Doflamingo has so much information to give, and nobody, like, Luffy just beat the shit out of him, and no information was gotten out of him, because Luffy don't care about shit like that.
Same.
He had information about the Celestial Dragons, information about the Will of D, information about that missing period in time.
He told us that we did get one chunk, which is, if they give us one, it's like an episode of Lost. Every answer that you get, there's like 16 more questions. All that dude said was that D means you God's natural enemy. What the fuck, bro? What does that even mean?
Who's God? Like,
yeah, it's just so many questions that are being sprung up on us, and I mean, man, my God, I'm guessing they mean the Celestial Dragons, right?
The natural enemy is life itself.
I'm thinking, oh my God, like this is literally just coming to my brain. Okay, so Ace died in front of Luffy. Luffy winds up getting random fire powers, right? What if that is the 200-year? I was gonna say time skip. I'm wrong. When they blanked out the history.
History.
Yeah, they found out. They found out how to pass on the will of the D, which is your powers, your fruit powers. And one guy can have like multiple, right? Like Avatar style.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, y'all too strong. Fuck y'all, wipe that shit out, dog. Right? And I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me. Like they found out how to use Will of the D and pass on powers and stuff like that. Because that's the only explanation I ever read was that it could be dropped and then picked up at a later time if you want.
If the reason Blackbeard could take powers is because his body is different, then why did Burgess say that he was going to take Luffy's powers?
Well, he was going to take the power. He wasn't going to absorb the power, but that's why he had that little thief bag, fruit bag. Remember that? He's probably going to capture the power and then give it to I don't know, maybe give it to one of the crew members.
You said it's mine. I mean, he doesn't have a fruit power anyway, so he could have taken it.
That's true. What if that knife, if you could just knife it into you. That's true. They said something, did they say something different about it?
Yeah, I'm mistaken. They said that he could have two fruit powers because his body is different.
Because his body is different. That's so interesting. Because at the same time, he had a list of what he wanted, right?
Yeah.
I just assumed that he was taking those powers and giving it to also his crew. He was making like a real strong crew. But, you know, yet another question that we're going to have to see come to fruition. Fruition. So, what were we talking about? I'm sorry.
The Will of the D.
The Will of the D, yeah. Garp is a D. Fucking Kizaru is a D. Blackbeard's a D.
Law.
Kaido D. Beast.
D.
Law is a D too, man.
Gold D. Roger.
Jesus Christ. Oh, that's another thing. We didn't even write that down. I'm looking forward to the One Piece movie. I'm looking forward to it and not looking forward to it. Because there's always some bullish that happens in the movies,
They're
dog.
going to a casino.
They're going to a casino, dog. Like,
I feel like that whole movie should just center around Nami for any reason.
Is it going to be canon?
I don't think so, but I know Oda is writing for it, so that makes it canon, right?
No.
Doesn't that automatically make something canon if the original writer is writing the piece for it?
No,
Maybe.
because Oda helped with some of the games too. He made his own storyline, and that was crazy bullshit fan service. So I'm just curious if that's actual canon. I don't know when the fuck they find the time to do it, so I don't think it is. There was 2 movies that were canon. Strong World and Question Mark, because I don't remember.
That 3 Day 2 Years shit. No, Z.
Yeah, fair enough.
No,
yeah, Z was canon.
Yeah.
God, that was a good movie. We should rewatch that. We should review that. One thing I'm not looking forward to is that One Piece Blood game. No.
Blood Brothers.
We were talking on the phone earlier.
Full Metal Alchemist.
We were like, we're gonna enjoy it. The only reason we're gonna enjoy it because we're playing it together.
Biased.
Fuck that game, dude. It doesn't look good, okay?
I heard you could spam a lot on it, like it's a real.
I saw gameplay of it today and it looked decent, but like, why they can't have good One Piece games? The Pirate Warrior games are actually kind of fun.
That My Hero Academia game is like shit.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Attack on Titan, man. They just, it's a new IP and they're just trying to push shit out for it. They just need to work on it, you know?
Still with that Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. That's a long fucking time. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. We gave you something that y'all deserve because there was no chapter this week.
Absolutely, man. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, all that beautiful stuff. Hate saying it, but we gotta tell it to you, you know? And we'll definitely see you guys soon. So stay tuned.
Beep, bitches. Stay tuned for some funny shit.
To be a true player, you must know how to play. Oh, we got notes. Shabba ranks. Shabba ranks.
2, go.
Shabba
Shit.
ranks. Shabba ranks.
Oh, Jesus.
Shabba. Alright. Alright. A little bit more on my beautiful self. I'm totally cool with this. It's all good. You look fucking beautiful. Don't talk about yourself that way. You're beautiful inside and out.
Alright. What's up, guys? Welcome again. We are Can't Stop Collective. I'm Cornell.
I'm Cody.
With a C.
With a C.
With a C.
C-O-D-Y. C-O-D-Y. You can't see why these guys are do on the street. What show was that? City Guys. And it was like a black guy and a white guy. And it was like, C-I-T-Y. You can see why these guys live this on the street. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
City Guys or some shit. But then the Living Single song comes in my head.